number 1. Is this set equal to 0? Tells us to factor and solve each, so I'm assuming these are all factorable. Remember, if you forgot the A and C, that's the number in front, so it's a 1, and C is 6, so A times C is 6, B value is 5. My two numbers are 3 and 2. So I have x plus 3 and x plus 2 equals 0. And as some students said in class today, it's just the opposite of those numbers. X equals negative 3, x equals negative 2. Raise your hand if you got that. Again, I'm paying attention to the words. It tells me to factor, then solve. So this is really just your factoring test, isn't it? Question number 3, same thing. I have a 1 is my A value, C is negative 35, so A times C is negative 35. My B value is 2. If it starts getting kind of complicated, just write out all your factors. Any of those numbers, class? How do I get a 2? This one will be negative, right? 7 plus negative 5, or 7 minus 5 gives me 2. 7 times negative 5 gives me negative 35. So I have m plus 7 and m minus 5 equals 0. And if I do the opposites of those, I get negative 7 and positive 5. Remember, you can get these by just setting each of these equal to 0. Notice how I used the original variable. It was an m, so use m. Question number 5 we've been working on in class. You can either do x squared plus 8x plus 0 and then do your x box, or you can just factor out an x and get x plus 8 equals 0. Set each of those equal to 0. And it already tells you an answer there. Do you see it? X is equal to 0 and x is equal to negative 8. So these first couple of sets of problems, make sure they're set equal to 0. I recognize your future problems, such as like number 6. Make sure you add 15w to both sides.